The Bright Light and the Super Scary Darkness by DeWitt. Illustrations by Rhea Zai. Have you ever been afraid of the dark? I know I have. Sometimes the darkness can be super scary. Things make weird noises in the dark. Squeak, smart, splurt. Did you know the Bible talks a lot about light and darkness? In fact, the whole Bible is really one big story about the light and the dark. At the beginning of the world, God said, "Let there be light." The light shined brightly. Then God made the very first people, Adam and Eve, to walk in the light. They loved God and they loved the light. But one day, Adam and Eve disobeyed God. The Bible calls that sin. The darkness of sin filled the whole world, and the darkness was super scary. Squeak, smorg, splurt. Before long, people began to love the darkness more than the light. Can you believe that? The world got darker and darker and darker with every passing day. Sometimes it seemed like the darkness was going to win. Squeak, smorg, splurt. But God still loved the world and the people he made. God promised that one day a baby boy would come into the world. He would be the bright light that defeats the super scary darkness. The prophets pointed to him. The poets sang about him. The people couldn't wait to meet him. But after years and years, the light still hadn't come into the world. God stopped giving messages of light. The people waited and waited, and the darkness grew and grew. It seemed like the darkness was definitely winning. Squeak, smorg, splurt. But God had not forgotten his people. When the time was just right, guess what happened? Squeak, smorg, splurt. God sent the child of light. The chosen, promised baby boy was born. His name was Jesus. Angels fill the sky, singing songs about the birth of the bright light that defeats the super scary darkness. When Jesus grew up, he told everyone that he had come to defeat the darkness and bring people true joy. But many people still love the darkness more than the bright light, and the world grew even darker. Squeak, smorg, splurt. Soon the people were tired of hearing Jesus talk about the light. Sadly, they put him on a cross to make him stop. Jesus died, and the people buried him in a tomb. It seemed like the darkness had won, and the super scary darkness grew bigger and darker than ever before. Screek, smorg, splurt. But let me tell you a secret. The darkness is afraid of the light. The darkness isn't super scary. The darkness is a scaredy cat. Screek, smorg, splurt. After 3 days, the darkness started trembling with fear. Then it took off running as fast as it could go. The light of the world had risen. The darkness had lost. Jesus was alive. When we trust in Jesus and believe in him, we have God's bright light shining in our hearts. We no longer have to fear all the screeks, smorgs, and splurts. Jesus is the bright light that defeats the scaredy cat darkness.